Dear students, a very good morning to all of you. So today we are here to learn notice writing. Yes, as you can see that this format and all these instructions are prescribed by CISCE, and it is written that it is recommended that both the notice and email parts be taught as one unit, as the theme is common to both. It is only the target audience that is different. Yes, notice is written to someone and email is a particular one, or there are some particular persons who are reading the email. In case of notice, it is in general. Anyone can see the notice which is put on the board or anywhere else. That is why it is written. Now, notices for the pupils of the school, yes, it is written, whereas email is meant for the principal of a neighboring school. So if a notice is given, it is meant for you. An email, this is meant for the principals. Suppose our principal is sending some information to the principal of our neighboring school. So he or she will send the information through email. While the same principal wants to impart some information to the pupils, that is the students, in that case the same principal will send a notice to the students which will be put on a board where all the students can see it, or it will be read class wise by a staff of the school. That's how the whole thing is. So in notice, you are the receiver, you the students, and in case of email, some other officials, suppose the principals or any higher authority, if they are contacting between them, then they will take the format of email. They will send it through email. While they want to say something to you, the students who are subordinate to them, they will send us a notice. So subject may be same, but the receiver, the audience, this is different. That is why the formats are also different. So in the beginning, we will concentrate on notice, we will finish it, and after that we will start email writing. So it is better that you concentrate on notice writing. So let us see, and let us concentrate on notice. See what is written there, that for example in the above, for example, e.g. exempli gratia, it is written in the second para that your school is hosting an inter-school debate competition. Draft a notice for the school notice board giving all relevant details of the event. Write an email to the principal of a neighboring school requesting him or her to send a team to participate in the debate. So now see, the principal is informing you that what the school is going to arrange, what kind of events will be there, who can take part, who can participate there, how to enlist your names and all these details. While the same principal will send an email to the neighboring school to send their participants and informing all the rules and regulations to the principal of that particular school. This is the difference. So here the section wise marks is given. Heading should be there in case of notice, must be appropriate to the event, and remember it is written within the bracket that not notice. You cannot write notice and then write the event. No, notice, the word notice will not be written at the top. This system is actually dismissed. We do not write the word notice, notice, in capital and then write the event. This system is completely wrong. Nowadays what we have adapted, it is that directly we mention the name of the event and then we will mention the other things. What are the things? First thing, after name of the event, the appropriate event, you have to write date. So date should be there. What is the format of date? Let me show you. Just wait a bit. Then you have to mention time. How to mention time? That will also be shown to you. Just wait a bit. Time is there. So in date it is half marks, means 0.5. Time again 0.5. Venue means where will that particular event take place. That is a mandatory thing which you have to mention. That is hall or auditorium plus location. Where is that hall or auditorium placed? Suppose I am writing Acme Academy. So where is it? I have to mention, otherwise how will the students who hails from other schools reach there? So we have to mention that this is set in, this is in Kalna. We have to provide particular pin number and where is it. And if I have to send the same notice to other states, then I have to mention the state also, that is situated in West Bengal at Kalna. Now come to the next point, that is name of the event. Yes, what is the event? Is it a debate? Is it a singing competition? Or is it a painting competition? Is it an elocution competition, or any kind of, or a quiz like that? We have to mention which event are we going to host the note in that particular program. That we have to mention. And then for whom, who are eligible for it, details of target audience, yes, exactly, invitees who are supposed to be present there. Like exempli gratia means example is given there, that all pupils from class 8 to 10 are eligible to participate. So you have to mention that which student can participate. Is it for the nursery, or is it for the higher classes, or is it for the secondary classes? That you have to mention. Suppose here 8 to 10 it is for higher classes. Now the name of the event, that also have 1 mark. For whom it is and all other details with it, this is also 1 mark. So remember, after seeing all these things, you can understand that this notice must not be a large one, a long one. This should be brief, because pupils, students, they have little time to read a long notice. If you were writing a notice and making it wrong, which means you are diluting the main purpose. Students will not read the main thing if you cannot write it in a concise form. So it is mandatory that if you have to send a notice to the students, you make it as brief as possible. As brief as possible, only then its purpose will be solved. Okay, so let me do one thing, show you an example of notice writing. Here it is there. This is also, as you can see, that this was published in 2019 and onwards it is written, means after that all the exams until it is reshaped and republished, we have to follow the same format. This format is prescribed by CISE, so it is mandatory that you follow the format from now onwards, so that when you reach class 10 and appear in ICSE, this format and all these things should not create any kind of doubt or confusion in your mind. So we will start the process right from the beginning. We will follow the procedures and guidelines mentioned by the CISE exactly from the beginning, from class 5, so that it becomes a super easy task for us while we will reach class 10 to draft a notice. See, format 1 is written there. 2 formats you will get, but it is better you follow any one. If you mixed 2 formats, something from format 1 and some other rules from format 2, it will be completely dismissed. Remember it, it will be called off. Okay, you won't get any number. So it is better, whichever the format you choose it precisely and try to memorize it. So it is better you remember either one of the format. Other format, don't even look at it. One of the 2 format you choose and stick to it. Don't change anything. See, now the question is that your school is hosting an inter-school debate competition. Write a notice for your school informing them of the event. See, it is written first, a very suitable heading, that is war of words. Yes, in debate competition what we do, we say something and the other group they say against it. Again they say something and we say against it. So it is a war of words. Something is said by someone and again the same thing is rejected by someone else. So war of words, it is the correct title for the event called debate competition. Then what is it? Inter-school debate competition. That is the event. First, by saying this title, giving the title instead of NOTICE, which we wrote earlier, now it is very easier and very appropriate to write war of words, because that will draw the attention of the reader. The moment you see war of words, my God, what is it? Let me check. Then you check and you got that inter-school debate competition it is. See, then date and time. First is date, on 8th December 2017. This is the format of date that you have to write. This must be the format of date that you have to write. On 8th December 2017, you can't just put there 08.12.2017. No. On 8th December 2017, without any comma or any other thing. Then come to the next part. Only then you will get that 0.5 marks. Otherwise, marks will be deducted. It will be reduced to 0.25. See, from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. So this is the schedule of the debate. That is the time. From 9 a.m. to 12 noon. You have to say it. Either 12 noon or 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. Whichever the time is there, and whatever the schedule you have fixed for that event, you have to mention it, like from the starting time to the ending time. That is how you have to mention it. After that, venue, see, at Centenary Hall, St. Hilda's School. So this is the place at Centenary Hall. Where is it? It is at St. Hilda's School. So then only students from other schools, they can get to know where the event is being hosted. It is hosted at St. Hilda's School. Okay, and which part of the school? Centenary Hall. So there is a particular hall, Centenary Hall. There it is held. And at last, this message is for those who wants to take part in the debate. All pupils from classes 9 and 10 who wish to participate are to give their names to Mrs. T. Becker on or before 1st December 2017. So here you are mentioning who are the audience, that is the 9 and 10 students, whom to give their names, Mrs. T. Becker, before what time? Before 1st December, that is the last date of submission of their names. So that's how you are actually informing them everything about the event, and especially those things that are most important. So only most important things are written in notice. Once anyone have any other query, they can contact the authority or the school that is arranging the debate. Otherwise, those things, those minute or minor things, you cannot write in a notice. This is a wrong process, and if you the longer you make it, the lesser marks it will carry. You may have so many other things to say, but those things are for verbal and physical meeting that can held it, that can transport, that can convey the message. Those message which you could not say in the notice, that you can say over phone or over any physical meeting. But those minor things you cannot mention in a notice. The most important thing are to be mentioned in a notice and nothing else. Remember it. This is the format that you have to follow. This is the format. It is better you follow this format. One more format is there. Later I will discuss it and I will explain that format also. Till then, you be prepared and revise these notes, and especially these formats which I have discussed in this video. Try to take a snapshot of this format along with the marks division which is given at the top right, along the right end of the margin, that you have to remember, and only then you can write beautiful and intensive. That will draw the attention of the readers. That kind of notice you can write. So remember, only those things which are most important that you have to put in a notice. You cannot elaborate those things, how to do it or how not to do it in a notice. That is for different. That is called circular. Circular will tell you how to do it in a detail. But notice is only to inform you what you are going to do, where you are going to do, when you are going to do, and who can participate in that event, or any other person who are involved in that event, from whom they can get more information. These are the things that you should mention in a notice. That's all for today, students. Thank you very much.